Good afternoon, esports fans. It's Thursday, and that means it's time for Rocket League. Rocket League. Today's Rocket League match has our 3-2 Clippers going up against the 4-0 Clear Lake Lions. What is Rocket League esports? Rocket League is a fast-paced esports game with two teams of 3 players use rocket-powered cars to hit a giant ball into their opponent's goal. Think of it as soccer, but with flying cars. And speaking of soccer, we have Mr. Benson in the house tonight. CCA's varsity roster consists of Camden, Mr. Kindboy Dowling, Cody Banks, and Jacob Sams, or Samurai Sams, San Sanchez. As always, the Clear Creek Amana team is coached by my brother from a southern mother, the Zoolander to my Hansel, Mr. Coach Zorn. Welcome to Clear Lake. Welcome, fans of Clear Lake. We are here underwater today for this game, but we are, as always, right here in the Clipper Dome at CCA, where it is always a nice toasty 9 degrees. Remember how the game works. Matches are played in a best-of-5 series. Each game is 5 minutes long with overtime if the score is tied. Players collect boost pads around the map that give them thrusters that allow for flight and more speed. Rocket League is a very difficult game. These guys make it look really easy, but the players use boosts, aerial maneuvers, and precise car controls to score the goals. Remember, even though we're underwater and you think, hey, cars don't work underwater, it's Rocket League, it's a video game, it's playing, and that background means absolutely nothing. Don't worry, those jellyfish aren't going to sting you. They're just there hanging out. They came for the game as well. All right, we're going to get ready here in just a couple minutes. Actually, looks like we're getting going now. It looks like the Clippers are in blue, just like we're used to. We got Cody Banks. We got Jacob Sanchez. We got Camden Dowling. We got a great game underway here. It's going to be 3-2 Clippers versus the 4-0 Clear Lake Lions. Clippers had a really tough game last week. Just came up short. See if they've got it going this time around. See if we can get some players' names over here. There's a shot on goal. Just missed barely on the Clippers, by the Clippers. Getting back for some defense. They're saving a goal, taking a shot, saving a shot. Get that out of here. Oh, no. A gatekeeper scored. Which gatekeeper? I don't know, just one of them. Just barely squeaks that one, and it just kind of bounced straight down. And then there is some sort of green lightning. Samurai Sams is in the house. He's ready to score a couple goals. And we are off. We're down to 4 minutes and 23 seconds. Just barely missed. All right, Clippers are talking some strategy back there. Coach Zorn always in the middle of that. See if the Clippers can sneak around one. Remember, the Clippers are shooting in on the yellow goal. Gatekeeper scores again. He's off to a good start. That is 2-0 for Gatekeeper. 2 goals for Clear Lake to none for the Clippers. Nothing but nice things to say about Clear Lake. Spent many a summer day up there. Hanging out at the surf ballroom, swimming in Clear Lake. But see here, let's see if the Clippers can avoid swimming underwater here. I think Clear Lake may have the advantage in this arena because of the water. I don't know if that's true or not, but it seems highly likely. We're down to 3 minutes and 40 seconds left. There's a shark. Looks like there's a 24X Gladiator, maybe a player out there. Take that shot, get that shot out. Oh, Gatekeeper scored again. That guy just put up a hat trick underwater. Clippers are going to have to find some way to stop that guy. All right, I don't have my chat up right now, but we'll get to some shout-outs here in a little bit. Right in the middle of the game, so we want to make sure we are calling the action here. See if the Clippers have any stop to Gatekeeper. There he is again, and he's got a shot, but hey, there's a nice save. There's another shot, and there's another nice save. So Clippers are playing some good defense down there. They've got to get that offense going. Starting a little slow here today. That's going to have a nice bounce back. See if that bounces back in the Clippers' way. There he goes. 4 goals for Gatekeeper. I know this is all right. Looks like Clippers know who they're going to have to play some defense on here. Haven't seen the Clippers with too many shots on goal. So, see, that's where they got to start, getting some shots on goal, keeping Gatekeeper shut down. We are checking in on our chat here. It's always nice to see the people that join us. Grace, hope you're doing great at school. Your shout out to Charlotte, North Carolina. Coach Zorn's wife might not be joining us today, but hey, we appreciate her always. Take a shot on goal, just off to the right on that one. Clippers are looking for a little bounce back, maybe in their direction. All right, still 4-0. We're under 2 minutes left to play here. Remember, with the Rocket League, a lot of goals can be scored really fast. But one thing they're going to have to do is keep Gatekeeper down. Nice shot up there. It's like they're flying through the air, but they're underwater, so it's kind of like they're swimming through the air, maybe. The ball bounced back here. It was a nice shot on goal. All right, we're down to 1.5 minutes left to go. 1:10. Nice D there. Somebody takes the ball away. That's what they're going to have to do with Gladiator and Gatekeeper. Just keep the ball away from them. We got 1 minute left here in the first game. Oh, missed the little tap in there on the easy open goal. It goes a break Clippers' way, but see if we can get a couple in here. Maybe not to win this game, but get a little bit momentum going into that second game. We're down to under 40 seconds. Clear Lake is just not letting that many goals or shots on goal happen. Somebody just blew up, and right after that, boom goes the dynamite. Cody Banks scores. It's 4-1. Just under 30 seconds left. Hey, we can still get 3 goals. 1 goal every 10 seconds. It's possible. There's some sort of fireworks underwater, which I don't know if that's actually possible. But anything can happen in Rocket League. I am calling that maybe Clear Lake has an unfair advantage. Even though we are the Clippers, there's really no bodies of water around us. We're down to 10 seconds. Looks like Gatekeeper's going to take one more shot on goal. It's blocked. It's just off. They're just playing. Kick it back and forth in front of the goal. Gatekeeper gets one with 2 seconds left. That's all right. It's only the first game. There will be several more. Clippers keep going. That Gatekeeper guy, they're going to have to find him and figure out where he's at all times. All right, that is going to be the end of Game 1. Wait till the ball hits the ground, and there it is. Winner of Game 1 goes to Clear Lake. Gatekeeper is the one with the 5 goals, and the Clippers lose that one 5-1. So we'll be right back in just a minute after our sponsors, and get ready for game number 2. All right, here we go. We're going into game 2. Remember, when we stop for sponsors, we don't have any sponsors. So if you're interested in being a sponsor, get a hold of Coach Zorn, give him money, and we will like that a lot. All right. Clipper Dome always could use a couple upgrades. But here we go. Clippers are off. Better start this time. They know who they're keeping an eye out for on this one. Got to keep Gatekeeper down. There's a nice goal, nice save, and just after I say it, Gatekeeper taps one in. He gets the rebound off of a block, puts it right into the goal. There was some nice defense, but he just cleaned it up. All right, let's see if the Clippers can get right back in this. Good, tie it up. There's a shot from about mid-goal. See if he just saved it up there. But there's just a little bit too high. Clippers just got like 3 good shots on goal. None of them went in, but hey, that might be about as many shots as they got on goal all last game. So they're playing a little bit more offensive here. Maybe they're just really afraid of that shark that's up there. I would be. All right, let's see if Clippers can get it over there in front of the goal. There's a nice save coming up from, I think that's Samurai Sam's. I think Jacob Sam's got that one. Get that over to the middle there. Somebody's waiting. There it is. There's a shot just off to the left. Clippers are keeping the ball down there in front of that goal, though. There it is. Tied it up. Mr. Kindboy himself. That's Camden Dowling. We are all tied up 1-1. So we got some bright blue bubbles. We're underwater. All right, here we go. There's a big stingray. Avoid that guy. All right, keep going. Clippers got some good plans. Just keeping it out of that. Got to keep it out of that front of the goal. All right. Just saving that one, keeping it out. See if the Clippers can get it turned back their way. Speaking of cars in Clear Lake, Parker Hutch and I once got into a parade at an antique car show. We were driving a 2007 Saturn Vue. Kind of a classic. All right. The ball's up in the air. They're underwater. Cody Banks out ahead. Taking a shot. There's some good defense right by the Clippers. They were just blocking up the front of the goal. Yeah, just keep it in front of that yellow goal. Get somebody to bump it back in. There it is. Somebody got demoed. I don't really know what that means. I think it just means when they go boom and people behind me say the word demo. So I repeat it. All right. Gatekeeper with his shot on goal. That guy's tough. He snuck behind the Clippers defense and tapped one in. So we got 2 minutes left, 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. Clippers 2. Lions 2, Clippers 1. Started off really strong offensively this game. Let's see if the Clippers can get that offense back. Keep it going. There's the Clippers. Kicking it down into the area. See if they can tap it in. There it is. Samurai Sam's comes in. Nice shot. He was all the way over on the side. Came through. Gave it a little tap, and sent it home. And then there's a diamond. All right, here we go. Clippers are tied up 2-2. There's 1 minute and 40 seconds left in game number 2. Clippers are down 1-0, but they are hanging tough in this one. Just like my wife's favorite band from her childhood, the New Kids on the Block, just hanging tough. Oh, nice save. That gatekeeper is the one that's keeping this going, and he's keeping it right down there in front of the Clipper goal. All right, get that out of there. Get that out of there. All right, Clippers got it down on the yellow side. That's where they have to be if they want to get this goal in the last minute. There we go. 55 seconds left. Clippers got it going down there in the good way. Let's see if it bounces back in front of the goal and the Clippers can tap it in. It's there waiting for them. I'm pretty sure that shark got in the way. They were going to get it, and that shark completely swam right in front of them and distracted them. I don't know how Clear Lake has the Sharks on their side, but we're going to have that looked into. All right. Yellow goal sitting open. We're down to 30 seconds left. Clippers are playing some nice offense right now. We just have to make sure that gatekeeper guy doesn't just sneak in behind and tap one in. There's the Gladiator. There's a little boost. There's it. Just get it out of there. 10 seconds left. Remember, if the ball's still in the air, the time doesn't stop until the ball touches the ground. We're down to 4. There's a pass over in front of the middle. See if the Clippers can get one shot here before the end. It's not going to happen. It is overtime. Overtime is first goal wins. So let's see if the Clippers can take this second game, tie it up 1-1, and push it to game 3. All right, got some Clippers down there getting in front of the yellow goal. Let's see what's going on here. The ball's on the far side, down in front of the yellow. Oh, it just crossed in front of the goal. That gatekeeper's, he's everywhere. Somebody just took it away from him, though. See if they can tap that in. There's a miss on that one. It's still bouncing. It's still going around. That one was so close. Uh-oh, this is not looking good. Oh, gatekeeper takes it the full way. The Clear Lake Lions take game number 2. That's going to put the Clippers in a hole. They'll be 0-2 going into game number 3. But we know this about Rocket League. It can turn around real fast. Remember, if you want to be a sponsor of Clear Creek Amana's esports team, hit up Coach David Zorn, and we can make that happen. All right, we will be right back in just a couple minutes. Thanks for joining us as always. We'll get ready for game number 3. All right, we're back. Game number 3. Clippers down 0-2. So this is a big one. This is a must-win. We are still under the sea. And here comes the ball. That gatekeeper guy. This might be a good time for them to let that gatekeeper guy take a rest. You know, just maybe take a couple games off. But nope, there he is. 1 goal for the gatekeeper. All right. Clippers are going to have to shut that guy down. All right. Mr. Kind Boy. There he is. All right. Clippers take it in there. Get it over into the center there so they can do a little tap, 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 tap. There's the ball going down to the other end. A couple boosts in there. There's a nice shot over there in front of the goal. Clippers need somebody to just come over there and just put it in the goal. There's a nice explosion, a nice boom, nice demo. Clippers have the advantage for here just for a second or two. Oh, there comes Gatekeeper. Oh, they just exploded somebody. We're still not sure how explosions work underwater, but all right, there it is. There's the yellow goal. Been like a force field on that goal today. I wonder who's watching this game underwater. I wonder if it's like the Atlanteans. Hey, there's another shark. Gatekeeper scores again. That's 2-0 for Gatekeeper and Clear Lake Lions. And then there's that green symbol. All right, here we go. Mr. Kind Boy. Cody Rhodes, Samurai Sam's. Now it's time to tighten up that seatbelt and get ready to go. We need to put some goals in there. There's one. Cody Banks scored one from about half field, so you know what? They're out there. They're waiting. And there's one thing we can do is we can get them. Cody Banks taps that in. Nice little underwater explosion, and the crowd goes wild. The crowd of Antillians, I believe they're called. All right, here we go. With a straight shot on goal on that one. Samurai Sam's right off the bat. 2-2. Here's my question. Why haven't we been doing that the whole time? I mean, why doesn't Samurai Sam's just do that every time? Mr. Benson got excited again. That was just the replay, though. Benson giving us an extra point on that one. Samurai Sam's, I don't know why you didn't do it again. There's a shot on goal. Get that out of here. All right, there it is. There it is, right there. Get in there. That was all right. Mr. Kindboy just went up against 3 Clear Lake defenders and still fought it off. And they just took a really long shot. Of course, they missed it, but there's Gatekeeper just waiting to tap it in. Somebody needs to find the Keymaster so that the Gatekeeper and Keymaster. Oh, wait. All right, here we go. 3-2. Samurai Sam's, where are you? There he is. Oh, not this time, but it's nice. There's another shot on goal. See if the defense is out there. Yep, somebody got it out there. Get out here. There it is. Mr. Kindboy says, whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. It is 3-3. Nice tap in there. Nice tap in Mr. Kindboy. He just made bubbles. All right, 3-3. Let us see if we can keep them out of the goal here for the next 2.5 minutes. Somebody just exploded. Get that over there. Tap it out in front. There's a shot right back in there. I don't know. That Gatekeeper guy just seems to be going a little bit faster than everybody else. Do we need to check his car for like nitrous or anything like that? Is that a thing? I mean, is this Dom Toretto down there? Get it out of there. If that's Dom Toretto, this is not fair. He's going to talk about family. He's going to score some goals. He's related to John Cena. All right, it's 3-3. There's a minute and a half left. Mr. Kindboy taunting and unsuccessfully taunting. All right. We're down to almost a minute 15 seconds left. Last game went to overtime. This one's close. Clippers need to take this one, otherwise it's the game for the Clippers. And that'll put them down to 3-3 on the league. Remember, Clear Lake Lions, very good team, 4-0 right now. But they're bringing it down to their end. See if we can get right out there in front of it. Nice defense by, I'm trying to figure out, CLH, C Sports, something like that. All right, get that out of there. Good play. Get that down there. See if we can take a crazy bounce out in front of the goal. 30 seconds remaining in this game. This is another tight one, 3-3. See if the Clippers can get that one little goal right at the end here. Push it in right before the game's over. Right before time runs out. Nope, wrong way. There it is, good. That guy doesn't miss many, but that one was just off to the left. Or as Bob Uecker would say, just a bit outside. All right. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Clippers are on the attack. No, get that ball on the ground. Otherwise, no, good. That was close. We're in overtime now. This is our second game in a row we're going overtime. Last one, Gatekeeper, of course, snuck behind the offense and tapped one in. And same thing happened this time. Gatekeeper sneaks another one in with only 8 seconds into overtime. That is CCA drops this one. 0-3. Clear Lake, the winner. They go to 5-0 on the season. Clippers are down to 3-3. We will be back next week on Tuesday with Overwatch 2 and on Thursday with another game of Rocket League. Thanks, everybody, for joining us in the Clipper Dome. As always, take it easy. We'll see you next time.